Hey there, welcome to our channel. I'm Yogi,
I'm Susie.
and we are.
The Ramblers.
So, today we are going to have some serious discussions.
I don't know what's serious.
It's a serious discussion. It's a serious discussion, okay? So,
Okay.
get your affairs in order. Um, we have like lot of gaming executives or
Mhm.
developers
Mhm.
making crazy statements.
Okay. About
Like,
what?
out of touch of reality
Okay.
statements. They kind of make it like sound like it makes like a very entitled statements at times, I think.
And things, I think they make statements that they don't even know like about,
Mhm.
especially about like developers and things
Mhm.
like that. They say a lot of things like that they don't even understand. Like they just say
Uh-huh.
it, like assuming that it's so easy to
Mhm.
make this happen.
Right. I mean, gaming executives making
Mhm.
statements or imposing on the gaming developers.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay. Yeah. That is true. That is that there are some very famous AAA execs,
Mm-hmm.
game publisher execs
Yeah.
that have said such thing. So we actually do have a list of all these statements that in case we want to source it or
Yeah.
kind of exactly tell what the statement is, we have that. But we want to have the discussion mostly organically around how these statements or these
Mhm.
people's whatever they want to impose on the gaming industry, it impacts the industry and shapes
Yeah.
the trends.
Did you?
So the discussion for us, came it arised
Arose.
it arose
Not rose. Arose.
so it arose because Tim Sweeney,
Mm-hmm.
Epic CEO, made some statements that actually were sort of caught by social media and people were
Mhm.
talking about it. There was kind of a backlash, but the statements were about how the gaming industry is going a generational change and what other
He
things
kind
he
of just,
said.
and I think he just focusing more on like multiplayer games.
More on multiplayer games.
He's just focusing on multiplayer games,
Uh-huh.
and my assumption is because their company makes a lot of multiplayer games. So he just
One game that makes a lot of money through multiplayer.
is Fortnite.
Fortnite.
That's like the money maker right there.
That is the moneymaker for them. Yeah. Just stealing money out
So
of parents' pockets through all the kids.
yeah, we talked about this.
Yeah.
Is kids stealing money from their parents?
Kids seeing money for. So these guys, you know how in the in some olden shows
Mhm.
with Victorian London or something like industrial
Mhm.
era London, we see there is a kind of like a ringmaster. He has these kids that he sends out as
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
they thieve for him. Epic is like that ringmaster is
They
sending
kind
out.
of are like they have a weird system. I mean, I think we talked about this in our
Mhm.
previous videos
Uh-huh,
before
uh-huh.
about how they have a weird I don't know, maybe they changed it now because I haven't
Mhm.
played Fortnite in forever. Actually, I never play Fortnite.
Wow.
I tried one time with my nephew on
Mhm.
my phone, I think,
Uh-huh.
and I did not know how to do
Who on
it
Fortnite is there? I don't
or
remember.
something. I don't know. I was playing on my phone, I think, or was I playing? No, I was playing
Must
on
be
my phone.
console. Must be PlayStation.
I remember looking at my phone. Anyways, the point
Uh-huh.
is he wanted me to play with him, so I
Mhm.
joined him.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know how to build stuff. Like, what the heck? I don't know what I was doing.
Yeah.
But okay, bringing it back, I was saying that their UI
Mhm.
or whatever they have like in their back end with like making money transactions and all that. It's a weird system because like I told you before, when my sister-in-law, she said she deleted her card information from my nephew's account. Somehow he still had it saved there. So he was able to buy buy what is Fortnite money?
V-Bucks.
V or we?
V.
Yeah, buy
Victory.
V-Bucks from her credit card.
Mhm. Mhm.
My card. It was like $100. Anyways, yeah, that happened. So I don't know if that's changed now because of what happened before. There was like a whole
Mhm.
thing.
Mhm.
They went to court and everything. Maybe it changed now, but that was like back then.
Yeah, I think there are some security locks because of the
Mhm.
blatant purchases kids can make unknowingly.
Yeah, my sister-in-law didn't even know until she checked her
It-
bank
it's
account, and
it's
then
the
she's like, "What?"
it's the way their microtransaction system is designed that you could easily go and just
Yeah.
purchase things without even kids knowing
Like,
that they are
I
purchasing it through
understand that.
real money.
I understand that it could be. Oh yeah, maybe if someone's buying a lot of microtransactions and they want that easy access, but why is it easy access? Like, there should be a lock, where a parental lock or something, where a parent can be like, no. And like I said, if the card was deleted, why was it still in the system? Like, why was my nephew just able to buy whatever without even getting confirmation of like the card, like the back of the card or those three security numbers? Why wasn't that confirmed?
Yeah, no idea. Like as you said, maybe it is changed now, but back then it was sort of some
It was
way
a little
bad.
shady.
Yeah. So what is this statement that Tim
yes.
Sweeney made? Right. So
Let's check out his statement.
yeah, we'll just have it. We'll play it, and later on, when he goes on a tangent or is
Yeah.
doing business talk, we'll kind of change. We'll keep it in the background only.
Mhm.
So, can you switch that?
The company is financially sound,
Mhm.
and that Fortnite and Epic Games Store have hit new records in concurrency and success. Fortnite
And
hit
how much? Tell
110
us.
million monthly active
110
users last holiday,
million monthly
an all-time
active
peak.
users. Okay.
Monthly active users.
That's a
That's a
ton.
lot of people, by the
A
way.
bunch of little kids and their dad.
I mean, anybody
And
can
this
play
is
it.
happening in the context of a game business that's rapidly changing in a way
Mhm.
that we've only
Yeah.
seen a few times in our lifetimes as
Mhm.
game developers. It's a
I
generational
mean, they're
change.
successful, no
And
doubt.
Yeah, they are.
one of the
True.
manifestations we're seeing right now is a lot of games are released with high budgets and they're not selling nearly as well as expected, whereas other games are going incredibly strong. What we're seeing, the real trend here is that players are gravitating towards the
Right.
really big
Yeah.
games where they can play with more of their friends.
Multiplayer games, basically.
Right. So here he touches on that a
Mhm.
lot of big budget games
Yeah.
are not selling
And
well.
we
Right.
can see the examples like
Mhm.
Ubisoft games, like the Star Wars one that came out.
Outlaws. Yeah.
Outlaws. That one didn't sell well, right? That one's pretty.
Outlaws had its reason to not sell, but yes, it did not sell well, and it is a single player game. There is no
Mhm.
multiplayer element in that, as far as I know.
Mhm.
But also, maybe it had some microtransactions. I'll have to look into that. So what he is saying here now, again, like these things that CEOs or
Mhm.
gaming execs say, they impact the industry.
Yes, because now people are going to be like, oh, should we start making more multiplayer games now?
Right.
Should we not make single player games
Or should
anymore?
we pivot to multiplayer games,
Mhm.
and all of a sudden you have a awesome single player experience in development, and
Mhm.
then this other companies are thinking, no, we should add some multiplayer element in that, and
Yeah,
now
that's what I'm thinking.
and now
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
kind of a muddled experience for us.
Because it seems like it's a single player and there's just a multiplayer thrown in on the side.
Right.
Which I can't make an example of a game right now, but I think I did play a game like that I think one time.
Right.
But I can't remember now. Where you feel like it's not like all the way, you feel like you're playing a game that's supposed to be for single player, but then they add just multiplayer.
Yeah, it's a tacked on afterthought.
Yeah, and you
of,
can tell in the gameplay.
Right. Yeah, I mean, there are several games like that where they add the multiplayer element, and it's not even well put or well thought out. So it's just kind of there, added it later. It could be like a result of such statements only, and there have other developers.
Or they want to just dip their fingers in all the pies.
That's true. And yeah, other developers have also, or the CEOs or executives have talked about focusing more on multiplayer games, like EA. Oh, single player games are dead now, and they focus on multiplayer. We actually will come back to that. We'll come to that. But yeah, speaking of this impacts and changes the trends in the market.
And so
That is true.
A manifestation of Metcalfe's law. Metcalfe's law is the idea that the value
What's that
of
mean?
a network or a game or a social experience.
Metcalfe.
Oh, there's an F there in the subtitles.
I don't know why. Maybe it's the way he's talking. Probably.
Yeah, so I was like, what is Metcalfe?
Proportion to the number of your friends that you can connect to.
Mm-hmm.
And in the world of gaming, that means you and your friends getting together and playing games, chatting by voice, attending concerts, and doing all the other kinds of cool virtual things online.
Right.
And this trend some people will call it the metaverse, and we're not all in agreement on what this means. Some people, when they hear the word metaverse, they think of what Facebook is doing with VR.
Well, he's like going different things, but what he's saying, yeah, that people we love multiplayer games.
Yeah, we
I
do.
mean, yeah, we play
'Cause
tons
we have
of them.
friends and we play together with each other. We have
Right.
our friends we play with.
Right, there's so many games that we play, or just us playing a multiplayer couch co-op,
Yes.
right, or a local co-op.
Mhm.
It could be anything.
Yeah.
So we do play multiplayer games where.
And then I do agree that yes, multiplayer games do sell more,
Mhm.
but it's because like if you have 4 friends, of course your 4 friends are gonna buy the same game as you
Right,
to play
right.
together. Of course, so it's gonna sell more than a single player game, which just one person plays it.
Right,
And
but
you,
but then on one side they say multiplayer games sell well, and then on the other side, this one thing that I've observed, that less and less developers are offering couch co-op mode now.
yes, don't you think so?
It is so.
But doesn't Diablo 4 has couch co-op still?
They still have it. Yes, they
Yes.
maintained it.
We haven't played it there like that, but still they have it.
Yeah, they have it. It was fun in previous Diablo's games as well, or any other there are so many Way Out, or the husband wife game. Which was that?
Oh yes, the
It won the Game of the Year award.
I know you're talking about, and I remembered it, and now I forgot what it's
Yeah, the
called.
cartoony, they had like
Mhm.
this very cartoony look to it. Which was that?
I know, I forgot. What was it called?
Think of it.
I mean, I know the whole story. Like they were
Yeah.
going to get divorced and all.
Right.
I can't think of it.
But then the Book of Love or something, the daughter
Yes.
wishes on them. So yeah, so games like that, there are so few now, or Unravel. And then what they
Mhm.
do is they are
They are actually really really fun. But
Uh-huh.
then the games that the games that are coming out now is not even about that. It's mostly about just like shooter games or multiplayer things
Mhm.
like that. And then they're all this to me. I feel like they're all similar
Mhm.
to each other.
having couch co-op option is actually great for players,
Mhm.
but it is not actually great for sales, game sales.
Yes, because they have to. One person buys it, and then both people get to play.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Multiplayer is more sales because like 5 of your friends have to buy the same game.
right. So it'll sell more copies if you remove the couch
Yeah.
co-op option. And that hurts, as I've seen more and more of a decline in that. Like I at one point I was searching that what are other couch co-op options,
Yeah.
and
There's not many, is there?
yeah, the genres we like that should be
Yeah.
couch co-op are so are already limited.
Yeah.
And in that there are so few couch co-op experiences, and it sucks because they are fun. I mean, back then we would play fighting games.
Yeah.
Even on keyboard, like 2 people just sharing, and then it was so much
That was
fun.
crazy. Wasn't
Right.
there a thing where like 4 people could play in one game? At the
There
same
was
time?
a game I remember on PC we used to play called a roll cage. Roll cage. I don't know. Like not many people
I
play
have
that
no
game.
idea
right?
what that is.
So it's a racing game, obviously, and you get powers throughout the track, and then you could say you got a missile,
Mhm.
and then you shoot the missile, fire the missile.
Mhm.
It'll go and hit the person who's in first place, or you could slow down
It's like
time
Mario
for
Kart.
right. Yeah. It's like that, but this came like way before back then.
Mhm.
So 4 of us would play that game. But the thing is that on keyboard back then, you could not, if you press more than 6 keys, the 7th key does not register. So what I would do is I'll just kind of, everybody's pressing a key to move forward, right? Their forward accelerator maybe. And then I would kind of just hold so you have 3 people already holding. I would hold other 2 to 3 keys, and then I'll keep my, what do you call, my steering active. And or if I'm at the
Acceleration, you
end of
mean?
the race and I just have to go straight now.
So you just mess up everybody.
And they're like, I can't turn. I'm like, I know, you can't turn.
Wow,
Because
what a cheater! Cheating from the beginning of gaming. Wow.
it's not that. It was
So I
just
bet you're
fun.
those guys, "Oh, I'm so good. I'm so good. I'm so
First
good at
couple of
racing."
time I did it, and they caught on because I wouldn't lift my fingers.
They're like, "What are you doing?" They can see on the
They could see me just like
keyboard.
jamming my fingers in there. So after that, they wouldn't
So
allow
you
me.
You only stopped cheating because you got caught.
I got caught.
So if you never got caught, you would keep
I
cheating.
kind of kept going. Yeah,
Wow.
that is true. But yeah, that was fun. So 4 of us, and at times then we just it couldn't Our hands couldn't be in there because everybody's
Yeah.
sharing a piece of keyboard. So we got just a third party controller which helped us like have the fourth guy go on the joystick, and obviously the joystick was way better for racing.
So he
So
won
we would
then.
take
Take
turns.
turns.
We would take turns.
So would the
using
joystick guy always win?
They would have better time racing compared to us.
Yes. Okay.
That was the thing. But anyway, the couch co-op are so fun, and these most of the publishers, they are trying to take couch co-op options from so many games. A lot of times the reason is given is you have to, like, say Borderlands as couch co-op option, but you have to render the world twice now, like for your partner, and get two views, right?
There was a little bit of a problem with couch co-op Borderlands. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Every time I would go into my inventory, it would make you pause or something.
Lag
right?
a little bit
Yeah,
for a second.
Yeah, so it wasn't good in that sense.
Mm-hmm.
So you'd be like, "Don't do it, 'cause I'm trying to shoot." I'm like, "No, I'm trying to switch guns, or I'm trying to look for a gun or something." And but then you'll like be like a 1 second pause or something, and then you get shot by an enemy or something.
See, the thing is that it wouldn't be annoying if it was happening only once, but when you are trying to pick guns, and every 2 minutes if you are trying to go in menu, it will cause me annoyance. That was the reason.
And with Diablo 3, we had the problem where I would have to wait for your inventory. I would wait for you until you're done with inventory, and then I could go on. I would have to wait for you to get done with your inventory, and then I could go into inventory.
Yeah, true.
I think Diablo 4 they changed it, right?
Yeah, it's changed now, so you have separate windows where you can deal with it. So they saw the problem, they solved it for the players on couch co-op, which is awesome. I mean, this is the type of problem solving games need to do, not take away the options, but give you more options so players can enjoy, right? And who knows, like that will retain people in the franchise. Like it'll retain me, it retained us for Diablo 4 because couch co-op was there. Obviously we got separate systems now to play, but we are still now fan for life for Diablo, right?
And Diablo, I mean, with I don't know, like with Blizzard or whoever that in charge of like Diablo 4, who are behind Diablo 4, they're very good with implementing things that the players want, like more inventory space.
Yeah.
This separate space for like these items or whatever, and they actually do it every season. They will make some new mechanics or new implementation that's so good.
Right. They're also good at nerfing builds that you are going to play next season. I don't know why. Every time I'm picking a build since last 2 seasons, it's nerfed.
That's why I always pick the meta builds.
But that's the thing. I'm thinking that this will be meta next season, and that's the one that gets nerfed. Yeah, it sucks.
Okay, what were we talking about before?
We are talking about how developers are taking away couch co-op options.
Oh yes.
But it also comes from like focus on multiplayer games more.
Because they just want more money. That's what we're basically saying, is that they just want more money. So they're doing multiplayer games but without couch co-op.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And also this, as we said, it kind of leads so many single player experiences having a tacky, less thought out multiplayer mode.
What do you think about the Space Marine game that came out? They have PvP, right? And they have single player.
Yeah.
So what do you think about that? I mean, you played it, so but have you gone to PvP yet?
I'm yet to go to PvP.
But from what you've seen so far, do you think that their PvP is actually pretty good?
As far as I've seen, actually their PvP is not an afterthought. They planned it and they executed it really nicely.
That's good.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking, I mean, I don't know. I haven't played the game. I only watched 1 or 2 videos of PvP.
Yeah.
So I was just curious if it was actually pretty good, or if it was just like, oh, we'll put this here since people like doing PvP.
No, it was actually very good.
So I do not like PvP in Diablo 4 because I'm not good at fighting. Every time I do PvP, they just kill me so fast. Like, look at my build, so cool. I go in there, I get zapped just like that. I'm dead.
Or you get jumped by 200-300 levels. Happened to me.
Not even that. I just get killed by
actually I got lured.
And attacked me.
I got lured
by a low level person.
But I mean, an okay level person, kind of, and then his friends just popped in and they got me down so fast. Yeah, but with my barbarian, I got my barbarian once, and I was actually able to hold on my own for a while because I was getting HP regeneration. I was kind of keeping. But they again, like there are two people. The other
Yeah.
one just kind of got me afterwards. Two barbarians just running at
Yeah.
me. So going back to this, I'll go listen to the we'll listen to the remaining statement of
Now
Mr. Tim
AR.
Sweeney.
Some people use the metaverse to describe everything they don't like about the current Fortnite season. But when you look at what's happening in the world of Fortnite, it's new and it's exciting and it's something that's never happened at this scale in the history of entertainment, with an original story that's evolving, with original content, and also all of the world's brands participating and dropping.
Did they just say original content?
Yes, an original brand. No, the world's brands. Original content, because I'm assuming it's original because it's from those brands.
I don't think it's original at all. Anything about it is original because
Was Fortnite the first BR or no? PUBG was, right?
PUBG, Fortnite, and PUBG pretty much at the same time. But Fortnite had a different game mode before they actually jumped into BR. I think it was like a tower defense type something.
Okay.
Kind of like a tower defense. So entirely different, but they jumped into BR and it just took off. Yeah. So PUBG and Fortnite are kind of like a two sides of a coin.
They're competing with each other all the
Competing
time.
with each other all the time. Yeah.
So who is more popular, Fortnite or PUBG? I'm assuming Fortnite is.
Both are pretty popular.
Okay.
Player count for PUBG is very healthy.
Okay.
But
is it 110 million like this guy said?
I'll have to look into. We'll have to check that. I don't know.
think it's 110 million though.
Yeah, it could be on the lower side, but it has a loyal fan base, a huge fan base.
Yeah, and then though I see players play, they're so good. I'm like, whoa.
Fortnite
like
or
PUBG, before you even know it, you're dead.
Yeah.
You don't even spot them. You're like
PUBG is a lot about positioning, and Fortnite is also positioning, but also how good you are at builds. So they had the no build mode, which was zero build mode, I guess.
So it's a little more like just for people who want to test if they're good without the build.
Yeah, but I think it kind of loses its touch.
Because you play Fortnite for that reason.
Yeah, with builds. Yeah, exactly. Yes. Yeah. So yeah, and also a reason for Fortnite to survive this long is they do constantly collaborate with any trendy brand.
Yes, they do. So like we were saying before, they would collaborate with like when K-pop was like really popular, which is always popular. But like last year, I think they collaborated with some K-pop band. I don't know exactly which one, but I'm assuming it must be BTS or Blackpink. I can't remember now. They collaborated with them. I think. I'm not 100% sure though. They collaborated with like Marshmello. I remember that one time, which is a long time ago, but I remember that one. And who else? I don't know, like some other things like Disney. Now they're coming up with Disney.
The big one they do is usually with any of the upcoming movies. So say like Deadpool, I guess, John Wick.
But that Keanu Reeves, John Wick come in. You can play as John Wick. Oh, you said that they had Thanos
and also
the gauntlet or something from Marvel, right?
The entire when the Endgame or the Avengers came out, they had when the gauntlet was unveiled and all. So yeah, there was a mode where you could just play that. That is true. So now that let's move on from this. So another one that I want to bring in is when executives make statements and kind of cause workload towards the developers and
like a deadline, you mean?
Yeah, giving them deadline, or also at times like now which causes developers to have crunch time, like they're in crunch mode, or it causes obviously so much of frustration for them because they are now working towards an impossible deadline, maybe while there's not enough time to build.
So their work is definitely not going to be that good then, because they're rushing, and they want to get things done faster.
Yeah, and
then you see in the game, oh yeah, this isn't fixed. Oh, this is like similar to this, like the placements maybe of objects and items. And you can see in the game if their developers are rushing, and then the game is not as immersive.
Right, and the overall push from the executives or the publishers towards the developers is usually to satisfy market trends or these deadlines as we see, which causes them to obviously cut corners at times.
Yes.
So how bad, like obviously it impacts, but how badly it impacts the market, and what kind of aspects do you think that it impacts of gaming? And I say that because one of the notorious, I would say, is Ubisoft in this. Like Yves Guillemot did say that, right? Yves Guillemot. So in an internal meeting, actually, as per our sources, our developers just need to adapt to the market. If they can't handle that, they might not belong here.
So that statement, I just feel like it's just
Entitled as heck.
title and is wrong because
Mm-hmm.
developers, yes, they have to.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody has to adapt when it's a new
Mm-hmm.
thing.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody needs to adapt, but it depends on like what they're adapting to and what are you giving them.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're like, oh yeah, you need to do this game in like 1 year, like a whole
Mhm.
new game in 1 year, you cannot adapt to that. That is, you can't, because that's nobody could do a game in 1 year.
Right.
And if you make a game in 1 year, it's gonna be super crappy, like not good at all. And who wants to play a crappy game? Look at that. What's the game they made and then the ship game?
Oh, the quadruple A?
Yes. So that game,
Skull and Bones.
So it takes them a long time to make that game, but
Mhm.
somehow it's not good. It's just very crappy.
Very crappy.
And I saw a little like someone compared the water physics from
Mm-hmm.
like the black flag, black flags,
Black flag.
black
Yeah.
flags compared
Black
to
flag. Yeah.
black flags compared
Black
to
flag.
yeah, black flag.
Yeah, that's it. No, yes.
Black flags like black sails.
Yeah. No.
Black flag.
That's the recent show you're watching?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
So black flag compared to the Skull and Bones water graphics or something, it looks so bad.
Yeah.
It's so bad. I'm like, first when I was looking at the little picture clip, I thought that the one on the left was the old game and the one
Right.
on the right was a new game.
No,
But then
okay.
I saw the name. I'm like, wait, what? It switched.
Right.
This is black and black. This is Skull and Bones and this is
Black flag.
Black Flag.
Right.
I'm like, what's happening? Even the clothes look
That
so
like
old.
the clip that we can check
Yeah.
real
So,
quick. Let me see.
What's happening? Like they have so many years, right? How many years did they have? Did the Singapore branch?
Oh yeah, it is Singapore. Yeah.
So how long did the Singapore branch have to work on this? How many years? 5 years? 10 years?
Almost 10.
And what happened there then? So that we don't know, but that's what's made Ubisoft fail as well. The game Skull and Bones.
This one?
I don't remember. I just saw and I was like, whoa! It looks so. This one I saw.
This one?
Yeah, I just saw that little this. And I'm like, what's going on? Why does it look that bad?
We'll pull it up on the screen. Yeah, go on.
Yeah, but I didn't see everything. I just saw the beginning clip only. That little, what's it called? Thumbnail or whatever. So I was like, whoa, okay.
Yeah, and there's like it's kind of like a there's nothing. It kind of there's like a tiny ripple effect. Very.
But look at that. Why is this so pixelated? What?
I think it's the focus depth of field.
It's
But yeah, I
so
think the waves are.
pixels.
Yeah. I see what you mean. Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, here's the water dripping and everything. Yeah.
Zoomed
Okay.
in.
Yeah. Thanks for the zoom in. Right. And how about this? His clothes are just as regular. They're probably made out of resin or whatever. What that?
They just like duck feathers where they just come off the back.
Yeah, like a raincoat.
What about his chest then? Why is there no water on his chest?
Raincoat. Scout.
Yeah, so we're looking at the graphics. We just want to compare how bad it is.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even though this game was made 10 years after Black Flag, or it had 10 years to work on Skull and Bones, why is it so bad?
Right.
Is it a deadline thing? Is it like they didn't get resources from the other company, other branches?
No idea. But yeah, I see what you mean.
But this game bombed, right?
This Skull and Bones? Oh yeah, heavily. It bombed.
Yeah,
heavily.
so this is another game that Ubisoft that bombed in what, 2 years?
Yeah.
came
So
out.
as Ubisoft said a while ago, Guillemot also had said that the games are not performing better. So he said that something along the lines that the ball is in your court. So it's your job to make the better games,
so
better
he's
experiences.
pushing it onto the developers.
That ball is in your court. While they have already been playing ball, by the way, the developers. So I don't know where he's coming from. And
that's
then
the thing, they don't know. They just say these stupid statements, and it doesn't make sense.
It is, as they say, the executives are always surrounded by yes men, so they have this picture that everything is according to the plan or their books, and then but the reality is that the developers are all under like this huge heavy weight of the expectations of executives and publishers, whereas the publishers are thinking that this is buttery smooth down there.
So I don't think that it's people saying yes to the CEO all the time.
I think they are.
I'm assuming, because I don't really know much, but I'm thinking that I think that the CEO doesn't have all the information.
Right, but the thing is,
I think they just kind of like, they say these statements or they say these things because they don't have all the information, and they kind of just say it out in a way thinking that, oh yeah, this sounds cool, or this is what people want to hear, right? Because they kind of want, they don't want to punt the ball or whatever to them, right? Like, it's not our fault. They say it's not our fault, it's the developers' fault. Like, they want to blame the developers for something,
right?
But like, they are not integrated into the workforce so they don't really care,
right?
That's how I feel. I think they just say things because they don't look at their developer, look at the
reality of it. You mean
reality of what's happening? They don't really look at like the progress of the game or progress or they don't go and check like, why is this happening? Why is the game slow? Why is this? Why is Skull and Bones? What happens to Skull and Bones? Why is it low like this?
Right.
So they don't have people. They themselves are not checking in. So those people that are below them or whoever, like their second, third, I don't know what they're called. Probably will go and oh yeah, like you said, they're yes men. At the same time, they probably just don't give them all the information, so they don't know. So they're just like on this thing where they think that everything's going fine.
Yeah, but isn't that the fault of yes men? And by yes men, I don't mean that they are painting a picture that will make the executives happy and make it look like these managers are doing better job.
I still think it's the CEO's fault because they should, if they are really worried about like the big game was coming out, you know, like Outlaws or Skull and Bones or whatever, Assassin's Creed Shadows is coming out.
Right.
Isn't the CEO should go there, not go there, like maybe go there because they have so much money, they fly wherever they want to fly to. Go there and check on what the progress, check on what's going on. Instead of talking to the managers, talk to the developers. And this is an ongoing issue, which has been for Ubisoft.
Yeah.
Talk to those developers and figure out what's going on. Why are these games not making sales?
Right.
Like, what's happening? Talk to them.
Yeah, and
the source,
instead of
from the what's it called?
Huh?
From like the what's it called?
What? Explain it to me.
From the the beginning, from the
from the inception.
No, like yes, that, but like just ground zero or whatever it's called.
Yeah,
from that instead of just talking to the other people because those people are probably telling them lies.
Okay, going there in person and actually checking on things.
I mean, if 3 games or whatever is not going good, well, don't you? This is your company. Don't you want to see what's going on?
And that has starting showing results. They are facing some serious issues where now they and Tencent are actually in talks of a buyout.
Well, I guess Tencent owns 10% of shares, 10% shares of Ubisoft.
Yeah, that's
what I learned. So
yeah, it was done during the Vivendi. There was another company that was trying to buy Ubisoft or a hostile takeover, but then I think Ubi went to Tencent and they helped not have the. Helped kind of, stop this hostile takeover.
Whoa, what the heck? So you're saying that Tencent is going to buy out Ubisoft?
Yes, mutually.
No.
But
I mean, no, not like it's a bad thing, but kind of a bad thing. Tencent, how much money are they making? They're buying, they have all their names in so many games now.
Yeah.
I didn't even know their names were on there. And they'd be like, oh, Tencent. I'm like, what? Wait, this is when Tencent too?
Tencent goes and buys off companies, and apparently a lot of people say, and also like the public kind of statement is that they are very hands off with their subsidiaries. Like if Ubisoft becomes a subsidiary,
so there's nothing to do what they want to do. They'll try to not like engage too much.
I don't think so. But yeah, that is what the word is, but I don't think so. I don't think so. You know why? Because a lot of games that Tencent put their
Oh, you're
hands
talking about
on.
Diablo 4?
No, not Diablo
Oh.
4. I mean one of the discussion I read was also on Path of Exile, grinding
Mhm.
gear games.
Wait, hold on.
They
Who is also a shareholder at Diablo 4? And we're like, what's going on?
nothing. ABK is completely bought by Xbox now. Nobody else holds.
But didn't you say that they're making microtransactions or something because somebody is trying? Or that's Path of Exile. I'm getting confused.
It is
now.
Path of Exile as well. That I've seen that in like there are some
Mhm.
like you played Path of Exile as well.
Yes.
The path to the progress and getting into maps, which is after the story. If people don't know that, that is when you start actually
playing the
playing
game.
the game.
But oh man,
And-
the whole story to get there, it takes so long for me. At least it would take
You are
me.
a noob. There are pros who can do it in 6 hours.
I'm not pro, so it would take me like 1 week to finish the whole thing.
Mhm.
And by the time I get to the end of maps, I'm like, I'm done with the game now. I'm tired. I'm burnt out. So I don't play the
Same.
maps anymore.
I'm not a genius in crafting builds and all. Or I
Mhm.
like a lot of people do is they create one character and then that character is just going to collect
Oh
materials.
yes, and then they make another character, and that one is the one that's like their character main one.
That
they
one
will
is
use.
propelled to maps by the help of this initial character. So I tried to do that. It actually is a helpful strategy, but also you need to be heavily doing trading in that game.
Yeah, and I don't like trading so much. Maybe that's why I'm not into Path of Exile.
Yeah, you should
as
play the
much.
SSF mode, self or SS something, SFF,
Mhm.
S self find, where everything you will find by yourself in the game world. You don't rely on trading.
Yeah, that's what I do.
No. But in this case, you are open to trading. You play in the server where trading is happening. Play in the
Okay.
server where the self find works. So that will be more beneficial for you.
So maybe that's why I like Diablo 4 more, because I feel like I can.
Achievable progress.
Yes, I can, and also there's no trading. I mean, there is, but like not like in that scale.
Mhm.
But I could just go fight the same boss over and over again with my own abilities and maybe get that item.
Right. Yeah.
So
I can
wait, what were we
understand.
talking about again? Before Tencent, right?
Tencent is on the verge of buying out Ubisoft. This is just talks
so why
right now.
do they
We
have
don't
so much
know.
money?
They grew. They are in mobile. They are in
PUBG.
different games.
They own PUBG, right?
Mobile. Craft on.
Mobile PUBG they own.
Right.
Well, Craft On. I'm getting Craft On and Tencent confused with each other.
Mm-hmm. So now the thing is that before this news came out, a Ubisoft exec, Guillemot, he also had published another letter to the players, or it was an internal letter. I don't remember now, but it was leaked. And in that, it mentioned that
Wait, he published a letter to who?
internally.
Okay.
I mean, an email. Let's say. So the email, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna quickly
I'll
pull
read
that
it.
up. Yeah.
The whole
coming up.
thing? Or where?
No, you
Which
don't
one?
need to read the whole
Highlight
thing. There are
one.
certain ones. So this is after the outlaws backlash kind of happened. So the mention in this is this first part.
Okay.
Yeah, go and read that if you want.
First, Star Wars Outlaws initial sales proved softer than expected, despite
Mhm.
solid ratings from players that recognized
Oh my bad.
the game's faithful transcription of the original trilogy's essence and richness.
Right. So
76. Oh, okay. Sorry.
yeah. So this is just the rating. Now, obviously, we also in our previous video we did talk about how there's like rubber banding in the single player game at times. But
Oh yeah, well, like why is there rubber banding of a single player?
yeah, right. I don't understand like what kind of programming
Like,
is
why
there.
is it on a server? I mean,
Nowadays,
doesn't that mean it's on a server that is rubber banding like that?
Ubisoft has all the games connected online because they want to.
Mm-hmm.
Firstly, they want to check the progress on the Ubisoft Connect, which is their app that is tracking
still
your
using that?
progress, and giving you rewards. But I think they're just tracking progress and making sure that people are online, so they have bought the copy or something like
Okay.
that. That's probably one thing. I don't know. So anyway, point is here, like some of the things he says there, I think are so
Yeah.
out of touch. Because
Yeah, like he's
this
saying,
should be the thing, by the way, from
Yeah.
the get go.
and he's saying in today's ultra competitive market,
Mhm.
players expect extraordinary experiences and
Mm-hmm.
ultra polished games on day one.
What do you mean we expect? That should be the norm.
Yes. So it's a funny thing because we even say that like games now, like nowadays games have so many bugs now that we are just like, okay with it. But we shouldn't. If you're buying a game, you should get 100% or 99% of it almost done.
Right.
Like, why are there so many bugs? Why are there so many issues with the game?
Right.
Like, that's what I don't understand. Like, if you're buying a T-shirt and it's sewn halfway, would you buy it? No.
Yeah, like what you like a torn T-shirt is what the expectation was before, and now we've changed it to fully finished T-shirt only.
Yeah.
Is that the case? Like, I don't know. So this statement kind of comes as a little bit of out of touch, as I said before, but also some of the other things that he said in the memo is, I think, about the delay on Assassin's Creed. Right.
Consequently, we decided to delay Assassin's Creed Shadows until February 14th, Valentine's Day.
Oh yeah.
The game is already playable and of high quality and has all the features the team wanted to integrate into this ambitious experience.
Right. Now, obviously, again, as we said, the experiences need to come out as perfect as they can. But one of the things that he mentions here, like I already gone through this memo before, that's why I want to just highlight certain things.
Yet,
yeah, if you want, we could just continue reading. So you were here.
Yeah, no, I'm saying that if the game is so playable and high quality, then why are they not releasing it now? Why are they releasing it, pushing it to February 14th?
Good question. And I'm actually glad that you asked it, because that was my next point in the memo.
That doesn't make sense then, isn't it?
Right. So this unusual decision at such an advanced stage is motivated by our desire to offer an optimal experience from launch on all platforms and various PC configurations, and to remove the small friction we usually used to address in post-launch title updates.
So it's not
keyword post-launch title updates.
What does that mean?
So,
so he means that it's all the bugs they're gonna fix.
The thing is, the bugs they are aware.
Yes.
Of.
So meaning that it's not high quality there right now.
So what they will do is to meet publisher deadline, which they are the publishers, but to meet the deadlines for the investors, like obviously, or profit margin deadlines and everything, whatever the game, like whatever state the game is in, Ubi, in this case, we will just talk about Ubi because I've seen this and I am,
and also they make one of the biggest games.
Open world games,
yes.
So yeah, that is fine. Like, no software can be devoid of bugs. There are going to be bugs. We understand, right? But those should be sort of, hey man, we did not even think about this possibility, like a user input, and okay, that makes sense. That is a bug.
Yeah. So a lot of times the bugs that we see, I don't know about Ubisoft games because I haven't played them enough to see bugs in them. But a lot of times bugs are so. The bugs that we get are like, the game crashing, or like,
that's a big bug.
Yeah, that's a big bug, and that happens when we were playing Cyberpunk 2077. 2077.
Oh, the 2D cars.
Not even the 2D cars. My game crashed like every hour or every 2 hours or something, which wasn't as bad as some people. The game was crashing all the time because we had the Series X. But
oh wow, okay.
No, I'm just saying, like, why is it crashing like that? That's a huge thing. Like, it messes you up all the time. You have to start over again.
Yes.
But I'm just saying, like, there's bugs that they know the game has, and they don't fix it until like later on.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So this strategy of the publishers to let the game go and launch and we will just do these updates or bug fixes in post-launch.
And they want people to be okay with that. Like,
and the thing is that exactly, they expect, and then they go on saying that players expect,
we're being greedy and we're selfish. We're the bad ones.
What?
Like, it's our fault.
Right.
Like, how is it our fault? If I'm buying a house and the bathroom was not finished, would I be happy? No, I want a finished bathroom.
Well, how about a post-launch update?
Like, what, in 2 years? Okay, now I have a bathroom, you guys. After 2 years, I waited and now I have a bathroom now.
Yeah, and in the 5th year, maybe we'll put a roof on it.
Yeah.
Until they'll starry nights for you all day long.
Or a tarp roof.
Yeah.
Or something like that. That's what they're saying. And it's like, we're just being like over-exaggerating, obviously, but that's what it is. When you buy something at the store, you don't want half open bag of chips. It has to be finished. Like, everything has to be good in there.
Right. Or just, they forgot to add the spices. So all you got is just this bland
chips.
Black potato
Yeah,
just
so
fried.
yes, it's like
Well, they are going to send the spices to your home
too
in
much
a
for me.
title update after you buy the chips in a month. So
Yeah.
keep the chips safe.
But that's how it's all like stale already because you open
And
the
it's
bag.
your job to mix it up before you eat it.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. Okay, so
Instructions won't be provided.
how are they saying it's highly stupid? How are they saying it's high quality and it's playable?
Mhm.
Okay, it's playable and high quality. Okay, cool.
Mhm.
But we are gonna push it back because
Mhm.
we know that it's not playable.
Yeah, because the
We know
profit
there's too many
margins need to be they need to attain those before holiday season. They are going to release their games
Mhm.
so that they
They
can
usually do, don't they? So they're
Yes.
now this is after holidays now.
people buy it. Yeah, the reason for it because
Mhm.
Outlaws. What was the game before that?
The Selwing one.
Yeah,
and Bones.
quadruple A game.
That was not quadruple A because the bomb.
Skulls and Bones and Pandora
Oh, Avatar. Oh, yeah. Three
Avatar
big games that they have made
didn't perform well.
year after year after year or whatever years.
They didn't work.
They all bombed, and that's what we're talking about. Right?
They have become complacent. Ubisoft has become complacent. They think that since people are okay just
always buying their games,
buying
Yeah.
and okay with these buggy games, like there is bugs.
Mhm.
Okay, so I bought all the RPG Assassin's Creed
Uh-huh.
games, and I didn't face bugs in that.
Mhm.
Actually, I genuinely did not face. Maybe there was 2 crashes in total
I only
on
played-
my Valhalla experience.
Yeah, but that's because we played right when it came out. I think. I didn't play right when it came out with other games,
Mhm.
like with not Odyssey too, but with Origins and
mhm,
Odyssey. I
yeah.
played later on, so of course no bugs.
Right.
Valhalla, I played.
I played
right,
on launch.
Yeah, Valhalla, I played on launch too. I think.
Mhm.
Or did I? I
Yeah,
did,
yeah,
right?
yes, yes.
But I didn't face any bugs. I didn't face any bugs.
Right, but then again, it also could be the bugs are maybe
small.
on I don't know, maybe Xbox One and PS4, not
yeah.
Pro, or lower end gaming PCs, right?
I mean,
So that could be a
yeah.
thing.
Mhm.
And on the main like the mainline consoles and high end PCs, maybe
Mhm.
the bugs, but there are still bugs on high end PCs as well. I know that.
Look at I go back to Cyberpunk 2077.
Mhm.
The reason I'm going back to Cyberpunk 2077 is
Mhm.
because that was a game that I faced the most bugs with, even though it wasn't that many bugs compared to other people. So you made me forget what I was gonna say.
Cyberpunk, there were bugs in other people's
Yeah.
playthroughs.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say that because we have the Series X, we didn't face that many bugs. Like no, we didn't have any T-pose people running around.
I didn't.
Yeah.
The only thing is, I said 2D cars.
Yeah, so you didn't even know. So
I need to explain this to
Yeah,
people. What
so
is 2D
we went
cars?
into the mountains or whatever, and then I had a sniper rifle, and I'm like, wait, what's going on? We were doing a test or something for fun. We go
Yeah.
up there. I'm like, what? Are these 2D people walking around? It was
Mhm.
literally flat 2D people just bouncing around. And then we look at the cars. There's 2D cars turning
Yep.
around the corner, and they get to
Yep.
us, and they change it to 3D cars. I'm
They
like,
they load the 3D car model. So basically,
It's so
when after a
hilarious.
certain distance, basically LOD, after a threshold, when
it's
you
not that
look
far
at,
either. It's just sniper rifle I had on.
I know, even on the same street, 2 crossings
Uh-huh.
away, this happens, by the way, on main streets as well. So if you look through the sniper
Mhm.
in a little bit of distance, all the moving assets like cars, people, they are loaded as 2D.
Little puppets,
Twos,
just bouncing around.
People are bouncing around, and the
Like,
cars are
bouncy,
and the
bouncy,
2D
bouncy.
ones are not even in fluid motion. They're kind of like this.
Oh
While
yeah,
the
the
frames
frame
are-
is so bad as
Yeah,
well.
frame rate on them
They're
is
like-
also cut off. So when they come to a certain distance, a 3D model loads in and it goes, and they don't even match the colors.
you know. Also, they have the same players. They changed it now, but I remember if you go on a street and you turn the corner,
Different guy.
different person, and then
You look back, different guy.
yeah,
you
and
look
then
back
you're
again,
like,
you look back
also
again,
tested
different
this
guy.
out. We're like, what's
Different
going
guy.
on? So we'll keep testing
Different
this
guy.
out.
That was a thing, by the way.
And then they have like 5 of the same people walking around too as well.
Mhm. Yeah.
So it was just a weird combo. I don't know what happened there, but yeah.
Yeah, they the initial showcase, they showed like bustling night city
is
with so many
bustling.
but so many people, and everybody was like walking organically and everything. I was like, yeah, this is the game. And when we played it, nothing though. There are like two similar NPCs, or sometimes one NPC is crossing by, like one just passed me, and another one just like coming, same clothes, name different if you inspect them.
But I'm saying that it is okay. There is a lot of people there, NPCs there, but they were all like very similar to each other.
I'm telling you, not compared to what they showed in the showcase.
I watched showcase.
When you come down the apartment, like we comes down, that's how they showed it, and then they pan the camera around that traffic signal. So many people.
Oh yeah, that little section there.
Yeah, there was so many people, and when you actually play the game, in no time of the day or night, that many people are there. I get it what they were trying to do, but then they should have at least had like one event in a day when people getting off work or going early in the morning.
Yeah, because at nighttime, like 12 a.m., who's gonna be there?
Yeah, but what about 10 a.m. or 5 p.m. or 6 p.m.?
Yeah, so it should be, they should have like during lunch.
Traffic times and something like that.
During lunch hour, morning, like 7 in the morning, people go to work 7, 8.
Yeah.
Lunchtime, 12 to 2, there's a lot of people.
And this is what people imagine.
Off work.
And my Cyberpunk experience was also pretty seamless, by the way. Yeah, no bugs I faced, except like a couple of crashes. But I never faced any kind of like these visual bugs. I did the 2D cars or 2D people is a separate thing that we discovered. I'm like, okay, I guess this is how they're kind of optimizing the game. It's a weird way of optimizing. But I get usually what game developers will do is they'll try and hide that. The LOD, the low res texture, they kind of hide it. If you look at Borderlands and the faraway mountains, they are actually very far away, even in the game world.
Yeah.
So if sometimes you bug out and you just shoot up in the air high up, you could see how far the game map is and how far those visual
that
mountains
happened to us
are.
one time.
Yeah, I know. That's why I discovered like, what?
That was hilarious.
I
don't know how that happened.
Right. I'm like, that is so far away actually. And that was cool to see how game designs were.
Yeah. You're like, oh, you're still going.
Yeah,
the skybox.
It was in the Ruiner fight because for us, our Series X would, Xbox Series X would crash every time you entered the Ruiners area.
Yeah, what was that about?
So I think maybe it was either the damage numbers weren't computing, but even before the moment I jumped in the area of the Ruiner fight, the game would crash. So what I did was I went into my friend's world, and there I tried to go in the Ruiner area, and it still crashed. But we kind of brute force it. And once I was able to complete the Ruiner fight there, when I came back in my world and then I finished it, I was able to finish it after that.
So you got fixed. What the heck?
Yeah, and then afterwards I learned that actually people have this problem with their version of the game. And I guess it's a bug, not a problem with my copy or like our install, because I did reinstall the game as well. Yeah. So
what were we talking about again?
We are talking about the post-launch title updates. What these the publishers are so used to, and they're abusing our patience with this.
Yeah, because they're saying that, hey, we've been launching these games with so many bugs, and they don't care. They're still playing and still buying our games. But you know what? Like, this is enough. Is enough.
Enough is enough. Yeah, and people did vote with their wallet this time with the Outlaws, I guess. So the soft sales.
Oh yeah, no, the bought.
Yeah, the initial. Yeah, so usually there was like.
Also, like I said, like okay, like Ubisoft makes good games, but they're kind of similar now. Like look at Avatar, the Pandora Avatar game, and then look at Outlaws. Like they kind of have a similar formula now. Like there's a quest here, and go do this quest now, and then do this. I don't know. Like I feel like they should just kind of change it up a little. Like it's like the same game but in different worlds. That's how I feel.
Yeah. So what we're talking about this, Jason Schreier, he made a good statement. He's a journalist. So to Bloomberg article, he mentioned that the industry is rife with poor management decisions that prioritize profit or quality.
That is so true, 100%.
And this was said in April 2023, which resonates even now and stands true with the games that we see, that the games that come out have some bugginess in them.
Or just like trying to do something to cash grab. Like talking about Diablo 4. Like their outfits are so nice, like the one you buy. Yeah. And then you have the outfits that you don't buy. And like, what is this? and everything is kind of like a cash grab, and it's like why? Like I don't like this. Make cool offers for everyone. I mean, not I don't want that, but that's what they said. That it would be cool for everybody. But like they make all these little like, oh yeah, no, I'm not talking about the whole like buying a new outfit. I'm talking about their season pass or what is it, battle pass?
For Fortnite?
No, for Diablo 4.
Diablo 4, it is a season pass. No, it is a battle pass.
Yeah, so the battle pass is so shady that they will have you not okay. I don't know if this happens in other games, but I know that when I play COD Mobile, the battle pass I have, when I buy it, I get all my coins back, so I can buy the next battle pass.
So it's basically one time.
Yes, I buy it
First
one
time
time
you bought it with real money, and then after that, it just gives you back the currency in a way that you can next time just keep on buying.
Yeah, so I know, but with Diablo 4, they're like, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to give you back enough, but we're going to give you like 5 or 10 less.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell is that? Like, what is wrong with you
this
guys?
bundling that we had also talked about last time in our microtransactions video.
It's so damn greedy.
It is something that they just leave you enough, but not all the way. So you have to go and buy those currencies.
That's why I'm like, I don't even care about that. They're going to do that to me. They pull on me. No, I'm not buying the damn
it just deters me from buying as well.
Yeah, like, why am I going to buy it if you're just going to keep making me pay more and more for something? Like I already bought the game. Like we bought the game for what, $80 or something. I don't know how much it is.
Yeah, $100 ish. Yeah.
Yeah. So why do you gotta keep paying for battle pass?
I agree.
No, it's so shady. I feel like that's super shady. That's something that I don't like. What happened to Diablo?
Diablo
4.
So, I mean, the first battle pass we got with the game
you mean,
edition.
No, you mean you?
Us. You couldn't get it.
I don't get battle pass.
Oh, you didn't, because it was on my profile only, my account.
I didn't get the cool wings you got.
What cool wings?
The angel wings.
I don't have them in there.
You did have them, and you fly up. It's like an emoji.
Oh, do you mean the Inarius
yes,
wing?
I don't have those.
Okay, I mean, I used it like maybe once a season. I use it.
Doesn't matter. The point is that
I have
Diablo
the cool wings
4,
and you don't.
No, what?
That is the main point.
Diablo 4 is so shady, but they have never done this before. So I'm disappointed in that where they went in that.
Yeah,
direction. No, I'm very disappointed in Diablo 4.
Yeah, that is. By the way, a cool thing coming out of all this is that
what
the game will be coming out. Assassin's Creed Shadows will also be coming out on Steam. It's returning to Steam. Before they would only reserve it on PC on Ubisoft Store.
Oh, so okay. Well, you know why?
Why?
Their sales are not this way.
True.
Their sales,
Huh? They're not doing anybody a favor. They're actually just looking out for their sales.
Shoot, we're not making sales. Okay, let's put it on Steam now. Yeah. Let's see how many sales we get from that.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, what's the point of you being so stingy where you could buy the game? Like, let it go out for everyone, then all platforms, so everyone will buy it. Hello.
Yep. Yeah, but they wanted to reserve it to theirs only because maybe because you need to give some revenue share to these platforms like Steam or any other platform.
But they're noticing that they're still the bombings. So
I mean, giving out that 30% per copy, and then pocketing the 70% is better than not actually selling on the other platforms.
Yeah, because now, like, pretend I have a Steam. Why would I get Ubisoft whatever platform? What's Ubisoft platform called?
Ubisoft.
Yeah. Why would I get you? You to pay for that too, right?
Not the platform. You just pay obviously money to play the games on that platform.
Yeah. So why would I have Steam or like whatever? Why would I go on Ubisoft platform and buy it on there and play there? I have Steam already.
True.
I'm not going to do two platform like on my computer.
True.
Also with isn't there like Microsoft PC too? Xbox PC.
Xbox PC, yeah.
It's available Xbox PC, right?
Yeah.
It's all same thing. If I have Xbox PC, why would I go on Ubisoft and buy it on there?
It should be on Xbox PC. I don't know if it is on Xbox PC, but it should be on. I don't know. But hopefully, it's still going to be on console. So maybe the PC
Steam,
would be...
And it says Epics and Ubisoft stores.
Yeah, so it will be only on these three. But
so
on
not
PC,
on Xbox Game Pass?
Yeah,
I mean, PC?
Right. But on PC, you can still just play on Steam, Epic Store, or Ubisoft Store. But yeah, if you have PC, you probably have Steam account. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why they're doing that now.
Moving to say a lot of times, and there is probably not, this is not a popular sentiment, but developers have mentioned that developers have mentioned that player feedback is not as important,
Yeah.
or it's not something that they think is needed when they are developing game or when they are fixing game. So how do you think that impacts the relationship of gamers with the devs?
I mean, wait. Gamers and devs
Mm-hmm.
with that statement?
Yes. So basically, the statement is from a Blizz developer. We
Mm-hmm.
don't make games for critics. We make them for players. If they don't like it, too bad. Another entitled
No,
statement, by the
I
way.
understand that. Yeah, you make it for a specific audience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, if that specific audience is giving you feedback, like, "Hey, this needs to be changed.
Mm-hmm.
This, if like, it's not fun doing it like this,"
Mm-hmm.
then you should listen to them. Because
Yeah.
if most of the audience get the people who are playing and buying this game that you're talking about,
Mm-hmm.
if they are the ones that are saying, "Hey, change
Mm-hmm.
this up," then they
Yeah.
are your audience. They're your
Right.
target audience, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So that doesn't make sense because what is this person talking about? It's like we make it a specific audience because the audience is this target. They are
Yeah.
the ones telling it. So it's like a circle. Like you're saying they're not. So you're saying that whoever complains is not that specific audience that you're targeting then?
So who is your specific
Yeah, so
audience
who is your
then?
specific audience then?
Themselves.
Because the people complaining are the specific audience that they're talking about.
I know, yeah. And that also is like when Concord developers
Uh-huh.
back in 2023, they had said that gamers who want traditional games need to adapt or move on. And this is slightly different statement,
But this sounds
but
just like
it is
that guy.
yeah,
Ubisoft
it is in
guy.
the same vein though, and it shows
Mhm.
like I get it that developers and this
So it just shows that all these CEOs or executives are just a bunch of
yeah, but this
rude
is coming
guys.
from the developer and not just the
Also, these
exec.
developers are also saying that too.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. A lot of times developers are also
So
very
why are they so high
disconnected.
and mighty? And why are they so like these are the people that you are trying to
Mhm.
get to play your game.
Yeah.
Why are you being rude to them? Like they're the
Right.
ones that will be the ones playing your game, that will be
Mhm.
the ones reviewing your
Mhm.
game.
Right? Yeah.
You should take what they're saying and
Mhm.
try to make your game better for them.
Right.
Like if you don't, no one's gonna play your game.
Yeah, it's like a general sentiment that
Mhm.
players don't understand game development. So ergo, their feedback or their opinion should
Mhm.
not matter. Do you think there's like merit to this statement? I don't think there is a merit to this statement as much that, yeah, I don't understand coding, I don't understand programming, but I do understand having fun with the game. So there is some merit to the, state feedback
Yes,
from people.
it is important because they're giving you feedback because they are the ones enjoying your game.
Right. Yeah.
So they're giving you feedback like, oh, this is a little bit
Mhm.
unenjoyable now.
Mm-hmm.
So it needs to be fixed a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
They're not saying the game sucks. They're saying just fix this part or fix
Right.
this mechanic.
Yeah.
Something's going on here.
Correct.
So for a developer to say that, oh, your feedback isn't warranted or we don't want it, you're not our target audience, that doesn't make sense to me. It's just like, to me, it doesn't. It's just like a stupid statement that you're saying.
Yeah.
Because it's like, who is your target audience? And that's what I'm saying.
Right.
These
yeah.
people are your target audience.
Exactly.
So you cannot say that. Like, it doesn't make sense.
In nowadays, players are also very knowledgeable. A lot of them, they understand development process. They understand all the stages of development and what goes with it. And a lot of them are actually programmers, like, but not in game development, but somewhere else. So they do understand and can give feedback to improve the game, right? We cannot fix the disconnect between management and the developers.
Yeah.
But we can, not we, but those people who understand development and are also gamers,
Yeah.
they can give some feedback to improve the game.
Yes. Because they probably have an idea in their head already how to fix it or what they think makes it better. So this kind of brings me up to a topic of workplace toxicity or workplace environment where people, it's also mentioned that like there's a lot of toxic relationships between the management team and developers and just everybody, like HR and everybody. So how do you think that's impacting us, like impacting the games we're making right now?
It 100% impacts the games, and in a way, players.
Because no, the reason I brought that up is because maybe the developer is saying that because he's getting someone maybe telling him something, or there's some toxic stuff going on between
Why
him
is it a he?
or she.
I mean,
maybe this person is getting some
zim zero zoom
toxicity in their workplace, so that's why they're saying these things because they feel a little upset and they're taking it out on the players.
Yeah,
that's why I brought it up. So do you think that, and not even just that, but other type of toxicity, is it? You think it's affecting the games, affecting what's happening?
Yeah, and toxicity, it does. To answer your question, yes, the toxicity and bad workplace culture impacts the games.
Yes.
But also there are various layers of these toxicity.
Yes.
Right? One is where they are just putting developers in crunch time, constant crunch time.
Yes.
Is a type of toxicity, but also
unhealthy for the developers.
Unhealthy for them.
So many health problems because of this.
And then on the contrary, you have developers like Fat Shark that go on vacation for weeks and weeks, and then when they come back, they say that we are going to start, and they're like, oh yeah, now they are going to start on the next big patch or big milestone of the game. And 6 months later they come and say that we are going to announce the development of the next patch or big update.
They're having too much free time now, too much time to just too much vacation time.
Too much vacation time for Fat Shark. What is going on, Fat Shark?
So they're having too much vacation time, but other people are having no vacation time, like Ubisoft developers.
And Fat Shark probably is putting themselves in extra crunch later because they had so much. I don't know. That is a different thing, but they came back from their
vacation.
You're
seeing the comparison, the contrast of like maybe Ubisoft developer versus a Fat Shark developer.
Yeah, exactly.
The total difference.
So much difference I said.
I'm going to say Fat Shark, at least their games, they try to improve it and they try to make the game more fun, enjoyable for the players.
Yeah.
I mean, they come with new updates. No, I don't really know, but do they come up with new updates compared to like Ubisoft? No,
they do come up with new updates, but they are so far and wide that people have already lost interest, moved on to new games.
Because they keep saying they could do a new update, and it's like 3 months now, and they still haven't come.
And then they say that, then they announce that from now, 6 months later, you will be getting. Then what were you doing the past 3 months before that?
They were on vacation.
After the vacation.
They were on the second vacation.
So they are hobbits.
They're having a vacation from a vacation.
They are hobbits, like a second breakfast. They're having second vacation. Okay.
No, but I don't know what's going on with that. That's just funny to me. How they keep announcing these announcements and then it's like, no, it's not happening yet. So going back to the workplace toxicity, you said there's layers of it. So what is the next layer, you think?
The other is when actual sexual harassments, not actual, but sexual harassments, when it happens, and it could be from any gender to any gender, it doesn't matter, or improper behavior, and then management or any middle manager or anybody,
HR,
they try to hide it and suppress it so as to not impact the company's image.
Yeah, so didn't this happen with Ubisoft in 2018 or something?
It happened at Ubisoft during the release of Valhalla. One of the game director had that.
I read an article where this person, I think she used to work for Ubisoft. I don't really remember. I forgot now. But I read an article about her. I think it was a woman. I'm saying her because I think it is a girl, a female. So she was talking about like there was so much sexual harassment, so much toxic workplace that they would report it to HR. HR would just hide it. They wouldn't say anything. So, and so they started doing this. There was something happened where they started doing anonymously reporting it. And they said that these anonymous reportings within like the year, they had like hundreds of reports coming in from bullying into like rape or whatever.
Okay.
Maybe. We don't really know. I don't really know the details.
Yeah.
But that happened. So it's HR that's suppressing it. So I think later on that guy, what is his name? Yves Guillemot or whatever, the CEO. They said I think he was the one that said that, if I want these to be reported to me now directly now since this is happening so much from HR or whatever, like what's happening, I think. And there was another thing talking about him, but I forgot now. But I was just thinking like, is this prevalent in all workplaces? That's like in gaming development or just in big companies, not in gaming, big companies. Because
Mhm.
isn't there also an issue that happened like with the harassment and like toxicity workplace? I don't know with the Kotek guy from Blizzard used to be ex CEO of
Yeah,
Blizzard.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
Kodak.
was it sexual harassment or was it just him being toxic to his workers, developers?
I think it was all, but I don't know. He
So
was
also like
harassing.
bullying.
I don't know if he was
I mean,
harassing.
himself.
I don't know. I don't know.
And not himself. I'm saying like during his little reign or whatever.
Mhm.
Did he then also have bullying?
Reign.
His little reign. He's CEO. So they're like so but the CEO. So was there also like bullying, harassment, all that stuff? You think? I didn't look into what happened
So
with him.
there was
Mhm.
severe backlash on Kotick,
Mm-hmm.
right? I think and amidst that, bro went and made a statement. Done. Bro went and made a statement that read, "The issues facing our company are overblown. The media loves to create drama."
Drama.
So he claimed that their company was still the best company to work
But what did the
for.
workers say?
So initially, I think there were anonymous reports, but later on, a lot of people came out saying that they were harassed. There was like a Me Too movement or all those
Oh,
things. I don't
wow.
remember it was Me Too, but also harassment. A lot of people came out saying that they were harassed, and some of them left the job or whatever. Some of them
Mhm.
cases or the complaints basically were suppressed. And in general, just the work culture was very, very, very toxic. And they had also demanded that Bobby Kotick, the CEO back then for Activision Blizzard, should resign.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you. So is that why he resigned when Microsoft acquired?
I think
Blizzard?
Microsoft probably just tried to clean house, which usually will happen after any acquisition. And not in a bad way, but they just
They
want
want to make sure that whoever that they're keeping on their team or keeping on these companies is going to be a good worker or going to be, they don't
healthy
want
work
to,
environment with them.
they don't want to have some like weird harasser, weird harasser working for them. I mean, it gives them a bad name as well.
Yeah.
Like, why is Microsoft keeping this person who was accused of like sexual harassment or misconduct during work?
But they couldn't remove Kotick immediately.
I mean, obviously it takes time. He's CEO.
Yeah, right. So because he's like so deeply ingrained in the system, so I think it was a year after the acquisition, then he would hand over slowly all the reins to Xbox. And
who is the new CEO now?
I am the new
Blizzard.
CEO. I don't know actually. Let me look it up.
Really?
Huh?
You're new CEO. Why are you making Diablo 4 the freaking battle pass like that? Huh? Why?
This is my passion.
That's your passion? Making a battle pass like that?
Making these videos here, and then in the free time I just go do my CEO ship in the Activision Blizzard's offices.
No.
Hold on, there wouldn't be any CEO because they are now part of Xbox.
Phil
Spencer.
He's the CEO?
He is the CEO now. He's Xbox
that's why I
boss.
was going to ask you, is this Phil Spencer?
Phil Spencer. Why am I even looking it up? I was kind of confused.
Look it up for fun. Just do it. I just want to see.
For fun. The Google will be like, oh, it's just fun. Just give an answer. Hold on.
I want to see what it says. New CEO of Activision Blizzard. 2024.
Activision Blizz 2024 CEO. I mean, this is dumb. We already know what the answer would be. That's not him. We will start without a CEO and Bobby
No
Kotick,
CEO.
But it is part of Xbox now.
So they had no CEO. Then we were wrong. It's not Phil Spencer. It's nobody.
There you go. Top Activision Blizzard execs are now Matt Booty, which is he obviously is
Microsoft president of game
Microsoft's
content
president of game content.
But he's still
studios.
is he CEO though?
Well, I don't think he's working, but he's probably working in the same capacity.
Yeah,
probably not making.
But they're not calling CEO because they don't want that position.
That and also maybe he's not making those decisions that a CEO
they
would
report
make.
to him, but he report to like Phil Spencer, whoever, I don't know.
Phil Spencer, obviously. Phil, Xbox boss.
Okay.
But yeah, also Now, just circling back to the multiplayer element, Phil Spencer
yeah.
has also
Mhm.
made statement about the games need to be pushed toward multiplayer, or because they give them more
I mean,
revenue.
I know why everyone's saying
Hideo Kojima has also said that, and you
Mhm.
can see his take on multiplayer game or multiplayer elements in his game,
What game?
walking simulator game.
Oh, with the guy from Walking Dead,
Yeah.
Daryl.
Yeah, right. I always blank out on the name of the game, by the way.
Me too. I just know they carry the little packages that has a baby with him.
Yeah, it's a walking simulator or Amazon delivery simulator.
Yeah,
Anyway,
people
so
make fun of it like that.
you make different construction in the game, and that can be
Mhm.
basically part of somebody else's game now,
Mhm.
something like that, and they can.
So that's a
use-
little bit like the multiplayer aspect they have.
Yeah, so
not fully
everybody wants to
multiplayer.
add some sort of social element in the game.
I mean, I understand why.
Mm-hmm.
Like even with Elden Ring, we had multiplayer, but it was a really weird thing to get into a system.
That is just classic FromSoft multiplayer.
Yeah, but
I
they also
guess.
have that, like they always have that funny thing where
Mhm.
you can say some
Mhm.
funny things like, "Don't go, boss is here," or
Oh,
finger not hole. Was it?
yeah. I know, yeah. But Death Stranding was the game, by the way.
Yeah, Death Stranding. Oh my
Just
gosh,
looked it
yes.
up.
Yeah, I'm just saying like there's a lot of like there's a lot of like multiplayer aspects that
Mhm.
people put in just for fun. Not
Mhm.
even like playing with each other, but
Yeah.
having them see each other's world or
Yeah.
seeing this part of a little bit of someone else's take
Mhm.
or whatever. They have that now.
Mhm.
I don't know if I really like it or care for it. For me, those little things, I don't care for it as much. I don't think it's not needed as much.
Yeah, I mean, there is time and place for
Mhm.
social elements in the game.
I feel like if you want to be a social or like a micro multiplayer type game,
Mhm.
it should be where we're actually playing with someone. And that makes sense why it's called multiplayer. 'Cause
Active multiplayer, you mean?
yeah, active because you're
Uh-huh.
actually playing with
Mhm.
someone. And that's what I would call a multiplayer game, not one where we just see someone put some text on the ground like, oh, look, a monster
Mhm.
ahead. Like,
Mhm.
I don't care for that.
Yeah.
I thank you for that warning, but like, it's not really needed.
True. A lot of times now, we also kind of, I do agree with it, by the way. I'm just going to answer the question
Mhm.
before, but I do want to get your perspective that a lot of times now there is this emerging sentiment that um, business decisions or business considerations, they are but during game development, every execs or the
Mhm.
publishers are leaning towards the business consideration of games than the actual creativity
Yes.
of the games, and this flows all everywhere into that post launch title updates, microtransactions,
Toxicity, maybe.
toxicity. Probably somewhere it does come into play with
Mhm.
that. But saying that, do you think this emerging statement is true, and how do you think it
Yeah.
impacts the
Because-
creativity of the games?
Yeah, so right now, like if that is true,
Mhm.
I mean we see that already with with everyone pushing
Mhm.
multiplayer
Mhm.
because they see how much these multiplayer games are making. Like look at Fortnite,
Mhm.
they see they're making so much more money than them,
Yeah.
so they feel like I want that. Like that's why
Mhm.
people are buying. That's why Microsoft is bought Blizzard, Activision
Mhm.
Blizzard. That's why they want to dip their toes into mobile gaming now
Yeah.
because of that. Because
Yeah.
they want to make more money and they know that this is where the moneymaker is.
Mhm.
Mobile games,
Yeah.
multiplayer games.
Yeah.
And he said how it impacts creativity.
Creativity. Yeah.
Yeah. It kind of dulls it down because if someone wants to make a game that's mostly on single player, they're like, no,
Mhm.
we don't want that. We want a multiplayer game. But they have to kind of like change it to fit into a multiplayer style game,
Correct.
I assume.
Mhm.
So that makes you feel like you're boxed in now. Like you have to make a multiplayer game.
Mhm.
And how many games can one developer make? Like maybe 10, 15 games that they can think of multiplayer.
Well,
but
try Final Fantasy.
But that boxes them in, right? To a category where it has to be multiplayer.
Yeah.
And that's where the creativity is gone. I wanted to make an analogy about the whole like boxing you in and creativity thing. So I was thinking, like I'm just thinking right now, like it's like you asking me, hey, which restaurant do you want to eat at? But you're like, but you could only choose a Korean restaurant.
Okay.
Now I'm like, okay, now I don't know. Like I'm thinking now. Before I have so many options.
Yeah.
And now I'm stuck with one option only.
One
And
cuisine.
One cuisine.
Yeah.
So I'm like, and then what if there's only like 3 restaurants where we're at that has Korean?
So So you are now only stuck with 3.
And then on part of that, there's 2 with bad reviews.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm just being over dramatic.
No, I get
At
it.
this point,
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, yeah, it boxes you in because now you don't know what, like, you can only do multiplayer games. Okay, there's a different varieties of multiplayer games,
Yeah.
but the popular ones are shooting.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. So that's why I feel like everyone's doing shooting games now only.
Yeah. Creativity does get a hamper, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because now you are forced
Mm-hmm.
to follow business trends,
Yeah, you're limited.
which takes us back to our original point that Tim Sweeney was making, that big budget games are failing and not making sales. But also, if you look at it, big budget games that are single player games mostly don't consider Concord type failures, but a lot of big budget single player games would not work because the climate of gaming now is all about multiplayer.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, it's trending.
yeah, because it kind of does have an exponential success rate if done properly, and then you can dip your hands into DLCs and cosmetic microtransactions and all the other types of things. And now seeing that another publisher would be wanting to create a game or market a game that is also, something similar, a trend. And now you have just, and maybe one of the developers, they were going to make an amazing single player experience for you, or a co-op experience, let's say in that case, but they will slash it down, or mid development, like how Cyberpunk did, which was a third person game in the early development. They also had a vertical slice.
Third person.
Huh?
I wish they stuck to third person though.
Yeah, they slashed it because they chased market trend. They slashed down their creativity, and they had a working example of the third person.
Yeah.
It was crude, but it was there. There is a leaked copy of it, leaked footage
didn't
of
the
it.
armor look really nice or something?
It did, and it was flowing so well that time.
Yeah.
Like in the third person, all the Cyberpunk City and Night City and everything. But coming back to they slashed it down because that around that time, 2015 or whatever, 2014 time, first person games were catching up. They were the trend.
Yeah.
And I'm glad Witcher 3 came out before that. Maybe they would have turned it into a first person game as well.
That sucked so much.
Yeah, that would have sucked. But now they did that. And this is the thing, that you will lose out on these maybe experiences.
But why can't they make games like how Red Dead has like first and third person?
Yeah, but now you have to account for both the views.
I guess.
And maybe
so it's harder to make the game like that.
Right, you have to do animations for the third person, and you have to do animations that actually, if say you are doing
Makes
a first
sense.
person and you also have a co-op, now you have to make the animations so that in co-op it does flow well.
Don't want to be that game.
That
Dying Light.
Dying Light 2. Yeah, when they go in slow motion, the other character, like you see your friend is just kind of stuck in the air for a quick second, and they just go down. Right? Or again, like take Cyberpunk, like the first person camera. When you look at from the third person perspective, if you force it, it's a weird, when he jumps weird and all that in the shadows.
And then your head is like all up here or something.
But a lot of games do account for this. Like because in first person game, your hands are like this, the way you see it in screen. But in character position, they have to be down here.
Yeah.
Right? So you have to do 2 animations at the same time, and they should be working in tandem.
Yeah. I understand that.
Yeah, so we're going in a tangent here, but my point is, the creativity part getting slashed down or sacrificed for market trend is a thing, and it has impacted the entire industry.
We saw how bad it was for Cyberpunk 2077 or 76, whatever. I guess that's 76. Is it 76 or 77?
77.
Okay, so we did see how bad it was for 77 because
what was? I
slashing it down. How was third person, now it's first person, and it changed completely. The game changed completely because of that. It impacted it in a wrong way, not in a good way. It impacted it in a wrong way, not a good way.
Got it.
So we saw that.
Yeah, it does. So creativity, because everybody's chasing these trends, and who is directing people towards trends?
The CEOs, the execs.
In a way, because if they make
Want
statements
more
like
sales.
these, yeah, they are just trying to satisfy their shareholders.
Yeah.
All right.
Like they don't really care about the actual consumers.
And short-term
Us.
gain.
Huh?
Short-term gain. That's what they're looking for. Short-term gain. Like profits in the near future, not the short-term gain.
Gain. Okay, I was like, are they saying short-term gaming? I'm like, what?
Short-term gain. So CEOs are just basically pushing, or not even CEO, just the publishers or executives. They're just pushing these trends because that way they can secure more profit. But the thing is that other publishers follow suit, and you have these butchered games now.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they're like the trendsetters of gaming. Of course, if they say something, people are gonna, that's interesting. Like, I wonder if that's true. I guess we gotta change up our gaming, or I guess we gotta make some new IPs, or
halfway just cook something else now.
Yeah, like pretend that developers made this really awesome game that they were really, 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 really into. Oh, this game is amazing. Like, it's gonna be an amazing game. And then CEO or execs make an announcement like, no, I want this game now. And they're like, what? But I made this game halfway already, and it looks so good already. But like, no, we want this game.
Yeah.
So this game is trash now.
Apparently,
new games come up.
Happened with Skull and Bones a lot of times.
What do you mean?
It went into development over and over. Like, it just started from scratch over and over.
But why does it keep starting from scratch? Oh, because they keep changing it up.
They keep changing. Probably, this market trend died down.
Why are they chasing that? If they made the game already at the base level and it's pretty good, stick with the base level and just build up from that. Why do they keep chasing the trend?
Right.
Trends come and go.
And maybe you could bring back the trend. Who knows?
Yeah, and I'm saying trends come and go.
But that's not a safe bet, right? For them when it comes to profits.
Okay. But gamers, we think about realistically. I think, I don't know, I'm not speaking for my own self. Not every gamer would be like me, but you play a game because it's a good looking game. It's immersive and it's fun. You don't play because it's trending right now. Like, I'm not gonna play a first person game because it's trending, even though I don't like first person.
There are people who do that though.
Yeah, I'm saying I'm not speaking for everyone, but I'm speaking for myself, and a lot of gamers are probably like me too, where they play a game because they are enjoying. It's enjoyable and they're enjoying it and they want to play it, not because of trending. Like I don't go on gaming with what's trending right now and play that game. Like, I don't care about that. I want a game that for me is fun.
But that's how they push you towards those trends. When you go on different platforms, say you went on Steam, you will be seeing the trending game and you'll download that. You'll buy that.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm saying that, like, I wouldn't type it in. Like, usually we just see a game that we see like pop up. Oh, it looks fun. I want to
yeah.
Like we saw Tiny, like, oh, this cute game. It looks really fun. Let's just get that game.
Yeah.
Even though it's not trending or something right now, but if we see this cute and fun, we'll just get it and play it.
Yeah, exactly. If your game is good enough, and not even enough, but your game is good, entertaining, people will buy it and play it.
And there will be where gamers will start making videos of it on YouTube or whatever, and start streaming it on Twitch or whatever. And then they will be like, oh yeah, they will make that game popular because it's so fun.
True. Yeah.
Well, isn't there an example of a game like that? I'm trying to think now. Like a small game. A lot of people liked it and started playing it a lot.
I don't know any immediate example of that. But yeah, I see what you mean. Like a game that is not as popular, but then because it got picked up by so many YouTubers or streamers, it became popular and maybe the sales number were boosted. I mean,
It Takes Two is that game that we're talking about.
It Takes Two was.
I just remember that right now.
It has Game of the Year award, and also Couch Co-op. Awesome.
Yeah, and it wasn't trending, or maybe it was trending. I don't know.
It was good. It was good.
It was so fun. But
so, and it got something. It brought something new to the table.
What?
It was a game, but in the game you could play different games. There are different types of modes in there. One time you played top-down version, like Diablo type something.
Sometimes side scroller.
Yeah, side scroller. It had different mechanics in every level you loaded in. But the one of the game that actually picked up because of streamers or just became popular after, and initially it was not, was the duck game. Peace has never been an option was its tagline.
Peace has never been an option.
Yeah, it is a duck and he's just going around. You could steal people's things and all that.
Oh, the goose game that I played.
Goose was it? It was a goose.
Or was it duck? It was a goose because it had a long neck. Like
And
a
what was
goose.
the name of the game?
I played it. The one I played, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Goose game. Untitled Goose Game.
Untitled Goose Game, not a duck. Sorry, my bad.
That game was funny.
Yeah, so this was picked up after, if I remember correctly. Also, Game Pass, apparently the maker of the game said that having it on Game Pass helped them tremendously.
I played the Game Pass. It's so fun, actually. Did you play it?
I think I played a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, we're like,
It was fun.
You gotta find out to get this, open this, and go here.
Yeah, it's like a puzzle, but through a perspective of a goose.
And the artwork is nice, I think.
Yeah, it's very good. Very simplistic artwork. See, it's simple, but it's fun, and that sold. People bought it and played it. You don't need all the jazz,
fancy, schmancy,
all the hyper realistic textures and just craziest
and
mechanics.
Particle
effects. You don't need all that. You just need a fun design. Fun.
And make it a fun game. Like, don't try to do too much.
Yeah, true.
I feel like nowadays so many people are like, oh, I want to make a AAA game. I want to make a AAA game.
How about a quadruple A game?
Yeah, or quadruple A game. But it's like, why? It's the whole like Souls thing. Like, why do you keep want to make a Souls game? Like, why does it have to be like that? It doesn't have to. Be yourself. Make a game that's fun.
But it sold so much that everybody wanted their slice of the pie.
I understand that.
Everybody and their mama, apparently.
Everybody cannot make a Souls game. We see that so many games fail. Like, they failed because they couldn't. They tried and it didn't work.
Yeah, they just got locked out of that Souls game.
I know what you're talking about.
What?
Flintlock.
Yeah, Flintlock.
Like, I think Lords of the Fallen was really fun. I think it's a good game.
It's a good game. It's a fun game. And it's a awesome comeback from the original.
So different, but so amazing at the same time.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed the first one, even though it was very slow, because I was playing Elden Ring first, right? I think I played that old one.
Yeah.
Old Lords of the Fallen. And then I was like, oh, this is so fun. When the new one came out, I was like, oh, yeah, we have to play it. We have to play it.
Yeah. Yeah. When I saw it, so first time, so my induction in the Lord of the Fallen universe, I think I was coming off from watching some fantasy, a Game of Thrones type thing. Medieval fantasy type settings. And I wanted to have a game in that. I couldn't find any game in that setting with that type of that fidelity, visual fidelity. And when I saw some of the screenshots of this game, I didn't even go look at a video of the game.
You're talking about the first
one, yeah.
Okay.
I did not look even a trailer or gameplay.
Just got it.
I just got it right there. I looked at the screenshots on Xbox
Did you
Store.
like it though?
And I liked it. I liked it a lot. I was just
finish it.
That's a different story because I was busy in life afterwards. But I played whatever levels, and it had like this particle effect. Like there's dust in the atmosphere and all that.
And they brought that back in the new one, but they brought it back like tenfold.
Yeah, a lot. And then the two worlds, the Umbral and the real
that was
living
so
world,
fun.
amazing mechanics. Bringing something new to the table.
Yes, they did. It's kind of like a Medium, I guess. Medium did that.
And they brought a lot of things, but the lot of things all flow into each other so nicely. So, like as you said earlier, that you don't have to have a lot of things in the game, but if you do, have
make
them
it work.
Flow with
make it
each
make
other.
Sense.
There should be a synergy. Make it make sense. Yeah, exactly.
They did it really well, and I forgot about the Emerald World until you mentioned it. But yeah, there was the Emerald World.
Emerald World was fun. Yeah, but yeah,
it's creepy in there.
It is kind of creepy. The more you stay, the more souls or the enemies, the mob.
I was trying to leave as fast as I can.
I think I stay slightly longer than I usually should be. But yeah.
Okay, so sorry. We went on and on about Lord of the Fallen because you really like that game. We really enjoyed that game. It was really fun. It was fun. I didn't finish it yet, but I enjoyed it as much as I can.
Yeah, I think there was some low texture issue even on Series X, so I kind of dropped it for the time.
Also, if there's like a lot of particle effects, it kind of there's a little like it kind of messes up your game.
Yeah, some big rock structures, and they had like really low res texture, and I did not like that, so I kind of dropped it for a while because it is indicative of slightly bad performance in my opinion overall. So when I think they patched it fully, I guess, by now. But so I'll maybe jump back in. I want to finish that game.
We talk about Hogwarts too. We want to play Hogwarts Legacy again because we saw the trailer.
I updated it.
Oh, you did? Okay.
I updated it so we can
And
play
then
back
one day,
anytime.
the other day, I was like, I want to play Hogwarts, but I didn't do it because I
Yeah,
didn't
I'm
have
short
time.
on time.
There's no time. Like, I feel like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm just, this is totally diverging from what we're talking about, but I feel like in a day, like, I'm like, okay, I'm doing this. I need to clean. I need to do this. And then the baby, and then cooking. And where did time go? I don't have time for anything.
True, yeah.
And some days I can't even shower because I'm like, I'm doing all these things.
Did you shower today?
I did shower today.
Oh no.
I showered specifically for this video. But like, I'm like, where has the time gone? Like, where is the time? Like, like, it's just crazy to me. Like, I like my sister would tell me, I want more hours in a day. It's true. I want more hours in a day.
Yeah, go live on in some another planet which has more than 24 hours.
Even then, we will face the same problem.
How? You have
Even
more
then,
hours.
we'll face the same problem.
But you will have more hours now.
It doesn't matter now. It's just that will always be a problem, I think, unless we're stuck in this area where it's like time and space is different, and nothing matters. Nothing. You just stop it. Like in Shields and the Marvel Shields, where they were stuck in that wherever they went. What's her name? The couple.
Oh yeah, Mindspace. Yeah. No, I know Ian. I mean, not Ian. Not the actor. Gemma and.
Yeah, that guy. Forgot his name.
Oh, you have their names. Like you say their name together. How can I forget? Fitzsimmons.
Yeah, Fitzsimmons. So Fitz and Simmons.
Yeah, everybody knows Fitzsimmons. You don't have to say that.
They were stuck in that world and they're just staying there forever and making whatever they want to make, whatever they were trying to build. That was cool. So it was like that. Yeah, you'll have all the time in the world then.
Yeah. So bringing it back to this, you're talking about, I think, creativity, right? And how it kind of
impacts. How does that impact gaming?
Yeah, lack of creativity is because a lot of time business decisions are prioritized over this, and also like. I'll going back to Ubisoft because a lot of issues have been highlighted now that during Shadow's development, the developers had so much pushback towards management that we're not finished making the game. We need more time. But they didn't, and now they are forced to delay the game till Feb next year.
I mean, the developers already told them, so they didn't want to listen.
They didn't listen. Yeah,
they're like, no, you guys can do it. You guys can do it.
But
whatever they wanted to get done wasn't.
As you said, they don't have extra hours in the day. They also have 24 hours.
And they also have a family and a life. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So they're not magically going to do double the amount of work.
That's what it's like.
Just because.
So toxic, isn't it? To live in a place where they constantly want you to work for them. They're probably at home and they have to still work.
Right.
Because they want to push the deadline so hard.
Correct.
On these developers.
Or have the second vacation. Hello, Fat Shark.
I just think that it's. Because I kind of remember this article from the Ubisoft article I was talking about how they want to do R2O now, like
RTO.
Yeah, what is it's oh my god, I like what RTO means. I forgot to.
Yeah.
RTO to office. Something to office. Return
to office.
Yeah, return to office. Oh my god, my mind.
RTO.
Sorry, I have the what is it? A mommy's brain where everything just disappears.
Black hole.
So return to office. They were doing return to office 5 days a week now or something like that. And a lot of developers were like, no, like we're not gonna do that because we already have a family. We probably moved already. They can't go to the office.
Moved is more important in that case.
So like we already established a different area. We can't come back anymore. So there was like a whole boycott thing, or I don't know what, something happened during that time.
Yeah.
So, and the whole, I think I was talking about the whole pushing deadlines, right? It impacts their health so much because they are so stressed in their mind. Like they're so stressed all the time. Like deadline. Other work. And then the health, it deteriorates their physically. You're going to get sick, you know, and some other things. And apart from that, like mental health and everything, apart from that, also, there is the whole, oh god, my brain is working faster and then talking slow, and now is like gone. Now it's like this now.
Wow.
Now I lost my train of thought.
Yeah, but having a work-life balance in that case it gets messed up because the management has pushed you towards an unreasonable deadline. And you could try. I mean, you could push back, but you got to still keep working on it. And the thing is, since you're working on it, a lot of times the mindset becomes like, oh, I have to make this deadline now.
Yeah.
So they keep working on it regardless of time, day and night or whatever. And
I was going to say it impacts the game. Like they're making the game, it impacts like, maybe that's why there's more glitches or that's why there's more like this, because they're trying to code something and maybe they're forgetting something because they're
or testing.
Yeah, they're just like, there's too much in their head right now. They're thinking too much, there's too much stress.
Right, they are cutting corners in that case because they have to meet. There's gonna be two or like whatever things, like either they're gonna cut corners or they are not going to end up finishing. So they will be having even more crunch time in the last stages of game development before it releases.
Yet all the execs will blame the developers for this.
And the execs still end up blaming developers that saying ball is in your court.
Yeah, and then they blame them for all these mistakes, but is it developers' fault or is it the execs' fault for forcing forcing this upon them to make the game faster, but still keep the game good? How? You can't. That's why you have to have the expectation set properly from the get-go. And even if the developers do that, it is the job of the managers to convey this to the management, right? And if they don't do that, obviously I'm thinking in a lot of places, a lot of game development, there is a disconnect between the developers and the management, obviously. And those managers are the one that probably are not giving out the entire... They're trying to keep the CEOs too happy, or
coming back to the yes man.
Yeah, they're trying to keep them happy, or they're trying to be like, oh, we could do it. Keep pushing the developers to work harder and harder.
Exactly.
But like, at what cost?
Yeah.
Like, there's probably so much, like, their mental health is so bad. Like, those poor developers are working so hard. Like, their families and everything. I'm just thinking about like everything in their life. Like, it's probably they don't get vacation time. They don't get free time. All they do is work.
Exactly. And yeah, that I think is a good stopping point for us. But this actually was a fun discussion.
It was fun. But I just think now I'm just thinking like, then all these execs, even any company, not just game companies, any big company, they really do not care about those little people or the common little people.
Yeah, the workers.
Yeah, they don't care about them.
Workers.
They're just like, or they're just in La La Land thinking about something else. Like, oh yeah, money. And then, but the workers are like, nah. Like, but like this is nothing to do with game. But like, I'm talking about Amazon because since I work at Amazon, damn, Amazon pushes their warehouse workers so hard. Like, yes, they pay you a little bit more than minimum wage, but they work you so hard. Like, I fell asleep so many times because my shift was like 9 p.m. to 7 a.m. anyways.
Oh yeah, the graveyard shift.
Yeah, so I was always falling asleep. And then I'm just thinking, and then, like I said, our break room is so far, and we get only 10 minutes or 5 minutes of break. So by the time I walk to the break room to sit down, I already had to get up and go to work again. Yeah. So that's just messed up. Like, I don't know what's wrong with that. Like, why'd they do that? And not because like I'm short or something. Is anybody? If a tall guy was walking, I think he will get there maybe 2 minutes faster than me. Yeah. But I'm just saying they push workers.
Do you know that speaking of Amazon, this is kind of, and we will end after this, that they maintain the warehouse temperature for the Amazon robots better. How do you say that? Better than they actually maintain the temperature
for the humans.
Yeah, air conditioning for humans actually, because the bad air conditioning will end up in the failure of the robots circuitry and all that.
But it's funny because
how sad is that, by the way?
So this happened to me. I was working in a station, and then it was so cold. I was literally freezing. Like, it was so cold that my fingers were numb. I couldn't move it. So I told the manager, like, can you move me to a different station? He's like, why? I was like, because it's super cold there. He's like, okay. So he moved me to another station, which is super hot, no air conditioning, but I was fine with that. Like, I'd rather have it a little bit warm than super cold. But this reminded me of that because you talk about the temperatures.
Yeah, so that is bad air conditioning all in all. Either it's not conditioned or way too cold. Yeah. Like, there's no in between for them. There should be a proper room temperature, but they maintain it for the robots like way efficiently than humans,
because
apparently.
They cost more than humans.
Human life is way more precious.
No, I mean, we are disposable. Like,
no, we are not.
I mean, we are not disposables. What is it called? Oh my God, my brain is
I get it. Expendable.
Expendable.
Expendable. Dispendable.
We're expendable because when I went to the job interview or whatever, there was like 50 of us there. They hired everybody because they knew that half of us were not going to last.
Right.
Which I was a half. I lasted only like 2 months or something. Okay. Some people lasted only 5 weeks. Some people lasted only 3 weeks. Anyways, so they hired everybody. They don't care. Unless you're not a criminal, they will hire you. So they hire everybody and then they just make you work. And then if you're not fit for a month or two, then you just suspend you. They just fire you.
Okay. So yeah.
We're expendable.
Yeah. Oh. what can we say? It's Amazon.
And those robots cost more than us, you know.
No, they don't. I
Probably
can
cost
tell you that.
$1,000.
Yeah.
I mean, we're expendable. Those robots are not expendable.
I don't
That's
know.
what I'm saying.
I'm not putting price, but
I'm not saying that I'm expendable in your life. I'm saying that they don't view us as expendable because they view us as there's so many people that want to work for us.
Yeah.
So we don't care. If you're fired, we'll bring in another 50 bash and they'll work for us for
Right.
2 months.
So when we'll have billions of robots, then they will consider robots expendable and humans precious. So we need a robot uprising soon.
Like iRobot, no.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm just saying. Oh, well, anyway, we'll be ending this discussion now.
Yes.
And this was actually a fun topic. I'm pretty sure there are some people in the future that will watch this, and it has the gaming climate changed now, because I know right now nobody's gonna watch it, so asking questions doesn't make any sense. But I'm putting this question for the
like
future
in
audience.
30 or something.
Hey, yeah, somebody will be watching this and they'll be like, oh yeah, these guys were discussing about it. So has the gaming climate changed by now?
In your time?
Yes, has it? And we should actually do this. Instead of asking questions to the viewers now.
Ask them 5 years later.
5 years. This is this is in 2024, late 2024. In 5 years from now, has the gaming climate changed? Has creativity taken a forefront than business decisions? And
has AI taken over?
I don't think so.
Hey, you're not in the future from 5 years from now?
AI is still in its infancy. It's going to take time.
You never know. It's going to oh my God, I can't talk right.
You mean
exponentially?
Exponentially, yeah.
Get faster.
You mean the
increase?
You mean that the basilisk, Rocco's basilisk.
I don't know what
That's
that is.
a topic for another video. I'll tell you that in next one of the videos. But yes, thank you for being here with us and
for watching this
watching and listening and hanging out with us. If you liked what we were chatting and rambling today, give this video a thumbs up so we know that you like this type of content and we can actually continue these kinds of discussions. Or if you think that we should talk about something else, let us know in the comments.
Yes.
And do subscribe to our channel.
And we'll see you on the next one.
And until then, ramble on.
Bye.